We're starting to get back on schedule. Drivers ready? Marshall's ready. I'll call you by name. Pat Schwartz, Rich Sudantas, Nick Bille, Phil Patete, Ryan Schmid, then Jeremy Zucker, Tony Mrkvicka, and Jan Purfuerst. We are rolling here in race 4, the third of 5 heats of stock short course. We're shooting for Matt Wilbert's time, a 19-lap run. 17-2 for Rich, 17-4 for Phil, 17-0 for Ryan Schmid to the top. Good opening lap there by Schmid, 17-3 for Zucker, 17-4 for Phil Patete and Tony Mrkvicka. Close start here to this one. Good second lap there by Jeremy Zucker. Jeremy in the orange and blue and a little bit of peach in front of the driver's stand, on point in this one. Well, work together, guys, work together. Something smells awful. I hope it's not your motor. Watching the sweeper. Something smells absolutely horrid. I don't know who bought the Trinity motor, but it stinks. 110 in, 350 to go. Rich Sudantas to the point here. Always good to have Rich S here. Rich going up to that driver stand in the yellow and white. Coming off that driver stand double. 18 and a 5-12 the pace off Rich. Tony Mrkvicka just a couple tenths behind him, and Pat Schwartz in the fight as well. Nick Bille sitting on the 4. Zucker, new hot lap of the race right there for Jeremy Zucker. Top 5 cars covered by 3 seconds. Well, they're trucks. 3:20 to go. Lots of things to be figured out. Rich Sudantas is going to lead us out. Coming off of that triple. Yellow and white. Mrkvicka up to the 2 spot. Tony in that orange and white going into that center triple section. Pat Schwartz, the blue and white. Working on either side of Rich Sudantas there. Rich just set his hot lap of 17-0. Little bobble there in the corkscrew. Good, clean driving there with Rich and Pat. 2 down, 3 to go. Rich still on point, but Tony Mrkvicka just 3 tenths behind now. Here comes Tony in the white and orange. Gave up a little bit of time. That's going to slide Schwartz up to the 2. Mrkvicka on the 3. Patete, Bille, Zucker, Purfuerst. Schmid with work to do. 2:35 to go. We're almost halfway there. Top 7 cars covered by 6 seconds. Rich S on point, but Pat Schwartz, Mrkvicka, and Patete are right there. Phil with his best lap. Phil in the blue, yellow with the flames in the center triple. Phil starting to mount a charge here with 2:15 to go. Jeremy gave himself a little bit of work to do, and now's the time to do it. Zucker sitting on the 5 spot. He's got hot lap of the race, but he's got some work to clear the gap. 17-4 right there is a 3-second gap between him and Phil in front of him. 3 down, 2 to go. Rich S with another 17-0. Extending that lead to now Phil up to the 2 spot. Phil, Tony, and Pat Schwartz. 3 trucks within a half a second for the 2 spot with 1:45 to go. Rich S right now putting up a number 8 run. Rich looking to be the last truck into the A-main with a couple heats to go. Phil 16-6, his best lap of the race. Phil shrinking that margin in a hurry with that lap. Rich getting all kinds of sideways in the triple. Pat Schwartz trying to work with him. 1.5 to go. Here comes Rich, Pat, and Phil over the stripe, through the sweeper, and down the corkscrew. Phil to the lead of the race. Rich to the 2 spot. Mrkvicka sitting 3, and Schwartz. 1:15 to go. Good drive working here for Phil with 70 seconds on the clock. Watching the straightaway. Cleared up now. Little announcer's curse for Phil, but he survives it. That's going to put Rich S back to the point. Tony with his hot lap of the race, backing it up nicely, too. Mrkvicka right back into the fight. So we reset here with 55 seconds to go. Rich on point, a second to the good of Mrkvicka, who's got tenths to Pat and Phil. A little gap to Nick Bille, who leads up the midfield fight with Schmid, Zucker, and Purfuerst. 40 seconds to go. Another good lap there by Tony. He takes a couple of tenths off of Rich S. 7 tenths the margin. 35 seconds to go. Here comes Rich over the line. 17-4. Good lap by Rich. Phil clicking off a couple good ones. Still only 1 second off of Rich for the lead. Tony working a long one. No, decent lap there by Tony. 17-6. So it remains 8 tenths here. Inside 20 to go. Rich clicking off 16. Should get 2 more laps here for Rich S. Watching the sweeper. Clear now. Rich gets all kinds of loose. Now we got them all clumped up. Top 3 trucks. Check that. Tony with another good lap. 3 of the top 4 working into that center triple. Work together, guys. Work together. This is all good news for Tony Mrkvicka. Keep going. I'll tell you when you're done, but Tony puts it on the lid. Can't take advantage. Keep going, Phil. Rich and Pat, you're done. Keep going, Phil. Keep going, Jan. Rich and Pat are done. Tony Mrkvicka done. Phil Patete going to get the win. Going to be the only truck to go, 18. Jan and Phil still racing. Phil on a victory lap. It's going to be number 18. It's going to move him up to 9th on the chart. That's not quite enough. And that's what happens. Phil with the win, 18 and a 20. 17 flat for Tony Mrkvicka. 17.02 for Rich S. 17.04 for Pat Schwartz. 17.07.6 for Zucker to 17.07.7 for Schmid. 17 and 10 for Nick Bille and Jan with 17.